Some articles, especially the one of the Medium, says that about 79.4% of people are actually ambitious, but yet they are very lazy. And the problem is not that you are lazy. The problem is actually because there are some things attached to you that are causing your laziness. Statistics aside, have you ever felt like you have big dreams and goals, but no matter how much you think about them, you can't take action? You're not alone. I've been there as well. Sometimes I feel like, oh, I have a whole lot of energy in me that I can be able to use to execute whatever I want to do. But before I know it, I just get tired and lazy. Yes. So you're not alone. I'm not alone. But what if I told you that we can break out of that particular cycle? In this video, I'm going to show you how you can turn your ambition into actions and overcome the habit holding you back. But first, let us explore the reason behind your laziness. Lack of discipline, lack of planning, fear and inaction. Fear is a big thing actually. Distraction, complaining and doubt. What does it mean to be lazy? And what does it mean to be ambitious? Now you have it. Is anybody familiar with the story of Esau in the Bible? The one who sold his birthright for a pot of porridge or a plate of porridge. Yes, that is lack of discipline. Esau's laziness led him to prioritize immediate satisfaction over his birthright eternal value. Discipline is like when you're not being consistent. Say for example, you want to be the next millionaire in your family, but yet you don't have the energy to continue being consistent in what you're pursuing. And I know that some of the times when you're pursuing a certain particular thing and those things are not looking rewarding, this might actually cause you to start being inconsistent in what you want to do or start losing the discipline. Now, can you say that you're not actually lazy? And the more you stop doing something towards your ambition, the more you become reluctant in achieving a particular goal. Ambition without action is like a car without fuel. It looks great, but it's going nowhere. Like, without fuel, where do you think this car is going? Oh yeah, right? Before you actually take an action today, think about the consequences of your action. If you are choosing to be idle or to be lazy or to lack discipline, then you are choosing your current state over your ambition. I don't know what your ambition to be the next millionaire or to be the next Bill Gates. Whatever it is, you cannot pick what you are doing right now over that particular big goal. You cannot. You cannot trade that. Don't do that. Now I'll be telling you this particular story of a particular guy in the Bible who was the prodigal son. I'm sure we are all familiar with that particular guy. The guy's ambition was for a luxurious life. He wanted to, be here and there. He collected part of his inheritance. He was living a luxurious life, what he has only wanted. And then being he was able to manage his fund very well. That is plan how he was going to spend his money. He probably wouldn't have gone so broke to the point that he will come back home, but it was good that he went back to his father. His father accepted him back, which actually symbolized the love of God for us, no matter what. Even though we are his children and then we depart from him, and then if you go back to him, he's going to accept us. So if you're that person, please go back to God. He's ready to welcome you back. Your lack of planning is like you are planning to fail. Yeah, exactly. Failure to plan is failure to fail. No, failure to plan is planning to fail. If you don't have a plan that you want to carry out to actually get a particular thing that you want in the future, your ambition, then you are preparing to fail. Fear and inaction. The fear of what people will say, the fear of people being judgmental towards the thing you are doing. See, people will always talk, whether you do it or well or not, people will always talk. The only reason why you feel like you are lazy is because you have allowed the thoughts of what people will say about you to cripple your action. You are distracted. We have 24 hours in a day, and I can tell you that I get distracted half of the day. And don't tell me it's because you have ADHD. Trust me. People say I have ADHD and they blame it on ADHD immediately. You're not lazy, you're just being distracted. Most of the time, people get so distracted that they do a lot of things without actually getting anything done. And if you know you have an ambition, or you are distracted by binge watching K-dramas and scrolling a lot on YouTube, now tell me how you are going to get your goals. Except if it is adding value to your life or contribute to your ambition, then it's fine. But if it is not, my friend, what are you sitting on that app? Get off the app. It's complaining and doubting yourself. If I told you that I have never doubted myself for once, it's a lie. I have doubted my capability, I have doubted my ability to carry out something and underestimated myself so much that that's all I see. And it's a very bad thing because most of all we don't know what we carry. If not for listening to some motivational podcast or people testimonies, reading good books, I read the Bible or I listen to God and know my right as a Christian, trust me, I'll still continue seeing myself as that person who has nothing to offer, which is a lie. You are this kind of person that has been embedded with so many talents, so many capabilities. You can do it. One thing we all don't know is that the way we think towards ourselves is the way we see ourselves. If you think like I'm a doctor, you start seeing yourself as one and you start behaving like one. And that is how I actually want to start living my life. If I think I am this, I am believing it, I am acting like it, even if there are no evidences. Now stop complaining and stop whining. Now let's talk about the solutions to your laziness or to our laziness. Develop a foresight. Consider the long-term consequences of your action. If you are trading your birthright or perhaps things that you know you're supposed to hold dearly to over a pot of porridge or over little comfort, then think about it. So before you carry an action, use these 10 rules. How will this decision affect me in the next 10 minutes, the next 10 months, in the next 10 years? Think about it. Proverbs 21 verse 5. The plan of the daylight leads purely to abundance, but everyone who is hasty only comes to poverty. For planning, I want you to start taking accountability of your resources. That if it is finance, start creating a budget of what you're going to stick to. Like say for example, within this month, I am not going to spend more than this, and I'm going to keep the remaining money as my investment to get a particular thing that can actually help you lead towards your goal. Have a scale of preferences. You list out all the things you need and then you start prioritizing what are important. I think this year I want to start going out, and my friend and I talked about it. The first question I asked myself was, Amotola, is it not like you want to start spending more than you actually earn? And I thought about it, and my friend already suggested that if I have any money, I can just be saving little of that money. So whenever I want to go out, I can just take half of that particular money that you'll be saving, which was a very good idea. And I also thought about it like, for someone who hated economics, I am actually glad that I listened in class to have understood what scale of preferences. Like, so before you spend that money, ask yourself, do you really need this money? Do you really need to buy these things? In Proverbs 22:7, the borrower is the slave of the lender. You remember the story of this particular guy who was given one particular talent to execute, but because this guy had the fear of failing, like, I only have one talent, what am I supposed to use it for? And then he buried the talent. Now that particular talent was taken from him and given to somebody that already has 5 talents, or probably was it 4 or 3. So your fear would actually be holding you back from taking action. Fear of what people will say. Bro, I can tell you that this thing really, really took hold of me back then. Like, I want to try and go all the way to clear any misunderstanding. Like, oh, it's not like this, it's not what you think. But now, actually don't hear that much again. Whatever you think is fine. Because I realize that my mental health matters than any other person. So that is the reason why my mental health matters. Step out of your fear and start taking the action. Take risk in faith and believe that God will guide you through. So stop thinking you are lazy. You're just afraid. You're just scared. Evaluate what you're doing every single day. Is this adding to me or it is not adding to me? So you have to limit your time on activities that are not aligned with your personal goals. Have a support group. Ensure that you're surrounding yourself with people that have the same mindset or the same goal as you. If you want to be a footballer, would you find yourself in the midst of musicians? No. You have to ensure that you're putting yourself regularly in the midst of people that are aspiring to be footballers as well. If you want to be a dancer, would you put yourself in the midst of politicians? Does that even collaborate together? It does not. You want to be the next president? Quit complaining. You want to be the next writer? Please quit complaining. Stop belittling yourself so much that is all you can say. There's something called the law of attraction. I've not actually read it, but I know that what it means, literally speaking, is that you attract what you believe, right? Start practicing gratitude. First, you say, Lord, I'm thankful for having these particular things, even though these are not all of the things that I want. That as a person who is into content creation, I know that you probably aspire to have a big place where you can do your content, but be thankful that you have a ring light. Be thankful that you have a camera or even a phone. Be thankful that you even have something like this. I'm thankful. I'm thankful, God. I'm thankful. Like I am literally thankful because I know I wrote this thing down in my manifestation. Like, God, I'm manifesting a mic and I got it. I even got two two different ones, and I'm so happy. I am literally happy. So be thankful. Gratitude will take you where you never thought you would go. Focus on what God has done rather than what He has not done for you. When Jesus healed the 10 lepers or something like that, and only one came back to appreciate God, now that is how it's supposed to be like. Now that is how you get rid of your complaints and work towards how you're going to get more. Strengthen your faith. Trust God's journey even when the journey feels uncertain. When Jesus was literally speaking and emphasizing more on faith, he knew that for our faith to stand strong, we just need to believe against all odds. Philippians 4 verse 6. Do not be anxious for nothing, but in every situation and thanksgiving and supplication make your request known to God. Now that you know all these things, the problems behind your laziness and the solutions to overcoming your laziness, it is time to take action to start implementing these things to your life. Ambition without action is just a wish. And one more thing, God has a great plan for you. You are his child. He won't allow anything to go wrong with you. Till next time, stay focused, stay blessed. If you find this video very helpful, I want you to comment down below that yes, I found this video very helpful, and I'll be delighted for that particular comment. Make sure you subscribe for more content like this. I'm actually on my road to 400 subscribers, so please help me get there. Bye.